Well, this is just a health update. Cat bite. I can't even remember what happened. The cat bite was just ridiculous. I got the cat bite, got that sorted. Then I had I was struggling to breathe, and said it was fluid in the lungs. Then they changed that from fluid in the lungs to infection, lung infection, and so give us antibiotics. I think I explained that all before, but so I antibiotics, they worked then. They got but an infection came back. Again, I was struggling to breathe, and so this heart guy, whatever, I can't remember whether man or woman, came around and said I'd had some sort of heart attack. I said, when have a heart attack? I've not had a heart attack. Well, it's just some levels in your blood suggest that you might have had a heart attack. Alright, so I had to go in for so it does thingamajiggy in the fund blockage behind my heart. No, not a complete blockage, but narrowing, So sort of with to try to go through, you can barely see it there. Just a slight hint of how bad it was, so that went so 7 goes to get that in my arm, and I can't use some because this is my fistula arm, nothing, that's just off limits. So I had to go through my groin. So I put this big packet on your groin, and so I leave that on for a couple of days. So a couple of days, they sent us home on a Saturday. That was done on a Friday. Sent us home on a Saturday. I took it off on the Sunday night, and there was quite a big lump there, and so when I went there for dialysis on the Monday, I says to the nurse, I says, can you have a look at this, this big lump on my groin. So she went, she says, I'll go and tell her sister. So she come back and she says, the sister says, keep an eye on it. So on the Wednesday, when I went for my dialysis, the different nurse, and I got on really well with this one, and so she says, come on, then, sort of, what's going on, It's sure gonna show us this big lump, I must admit, I enjoy taking my pants doing for the nurses. I've got knee qualms who take my pants doing for the nurses, it might count as a pervy, but so I just have to rip my pants doing and she went, well, that's not what was explained to me. I can't see the sister. So she went and keep an eye on it. Right, I hope you want. So Friday, I got up and I was in agony. I says, well, I says, no, I'm not happy with this, So I thought, well, that's phone the 111 up, and it said, I'll come up, And so I said, can I come on, I'm going for dialysis? Come after dialysis, and I thought, wait, Friday, there's no chance I'm going to QE for dialysis, so I'll come Saturday. So I come on Saturday, I said, see what the doctors at the hospital said there. So I went and I says, the nurse says, well, what, and I showed her, and she went, I'll get the doctor. So the doctor came and he looked at your hands. That's perfectly normal, there's nothing wrong with that. It's all as to be expected, I went, all right, as long as it's as to be expected. And so he comes back an hour later and he says, he said, maybe we should just go for a scan, we should scan it, He came back, I can't remember what he said, something again, so I went for the scan after dialysis, come back, and it was like, I don't know what the humming hard about, like, you know, but what? It's, so this hospital transport comes in and says, oh, you know, calls my name out and says, and took us in. So I get to the house, like, you know, as soon as I get to the house, there's a phone call off the hospital, 4:32. Where are you? I says, I'm at home. What are you doing there? I thought, well, the hospital transport come. So it says, well, and she says, I'm not put a finger at the point on it to or whatever, you know. I mean, I can't. She says, this is a serious condition, and we need you back here immediately. And I went, well, I'm just get transport. I said, I'm not. And so she rang back and she says, oh, well, the only way we can get you back is by with blues and twos. So don't be concerned if an ambulance with the blues and twos come. Yeah, I go. Yeah, I thought, well, yeah, out you want. So like this ambulance comes into the street, no blues and twos, like, you know what I mean. So like, you know, comes in, you know, blah blah blah, this and the other, like, you know. So go to the hospital, you know, explain what and why, you know. Then gets in there, you know. Then this doctor comes in and says, all right, she says, what we'll have to do, I put a nil by mouth straight away. And what we're going to do is you have to cut you from the groin up the middle of the belly, because this is a really serious operation, and we don't really like doing it on someone that's just had a heart attack, because it could kill you, you know. Oh, I thought jumping. That's like, well, like, yeah, you know what I mean. And so I'm going to explain this to all us. So 22 hours I was on nil by mouth, right? And I said to the I says, yeah, what's going on there? I says, that's nearly 24 hours for them, you know. Nil by mouth, like, you know. Next thing I know, this is Paul that turns up. I saw come to take you for your needle injection or whatever it was. And I says, what are you on about, injection? He says, oh, he says, I don't know. He says, it's an injection. He says, I'm not a doctor. I went, I found out, I know that, like, you know. So I went doing, it was like the pre-op, you know, pre-operating theatre, you know, right, you know. I've been there before. So I says, I don't know where she was, like sort of theatre stuff or whatever, you know. What's going on? She says, well, blah blah, this, you know, I don't know what you're talking about. So she says, well, I'll let the doctor explain to you, we'll get you in there. So we got us in, like, you know. So it was to explain, it was a thrombin injection. So still none the wiser. What's that like? Well, it's with stick a what it is. It's there's a hole in the blood in the blood vessel, and it's created a pocket where it's pumping blood into. You know, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, and so we had a word, and we decided we really don't want to do the operation because it's too dangerous for you at this moment in time, you know, with being in your condition. And I'm thinking, what bloody condition? So we decided again for this thrombin injection, and so basically inject the stuff which is like a clotting agent into the it's what I call it, yeah, my brain's gone, I can't think what it's called. I forgot what it's called. But it's just like I can't think of what it's called in any case. I'll put it down. If I remember what it is, I'll put it down. But so when I googled it later on, when I got on, it's supposed to be done on that local anaesthetic. Done on me, just didn't bother with anaesthetic. You know what I mean? Twice. I thought the first time didn't work, but obviously it was only supposed to do it on little ones, but mine's big like that. So like they had to have 2 goes to try and clog it up, you know. So obviously they did eventually clog it up and that, like, you know. But there was this young Indian nurse, and she was from 32, like, you know. And she came doing with us and that, and so again, like, sort of she's. They're pulling me pants down, like, you know, like, and exposing everything, like, you know. I thought, I don't give a shit anymore, you know what I mean? And they've had my pants down that many times, and I've had been, you know, and absolutely, when I had the thing we done on the ward, they used to come every 2 hours to check it, you know, and I just. They come and check everyone, just pants down, and there you go. Fill your boots with that, like, you know what I mean? I just did, you know. I put my backside wiping everything, man, you know what I mean? I don't care, you know what I mean? But, not anymore. One time I would have cared, but now I don't care, it doesn't bother us. So, in any case, I've still got this big lump on my groin. That's what it's going to take. And it's going to take a while because it's got to get absorbed into the body, and on. It's just an absolute joke, you know what I mean? 2 hours that now, 2 hours had to wait for a bloody transport. Last night. No, that's Friday night. It's a joke. Transport's absolutely terrible now. One of the lasses on the transport the other week was telling us, like, sort of that it's this company is that does the patient transport, or one of the companies is it's the American owned, you know. It's all going to America. All going to America. You know. Ridiculous. Right. Speak later. Bye.